Hi, I'm Chandler. Welcome to Smoke Time. I'm an artist and a magic practitioner, and the new moon is coming up this Friday. It's currently Monday as I'm filming this. And I wanted to just take a moment to share kind of my altar, because I haven't done that on any space yet. But while I do that, I'm going to be cleaning everything, and I just kind of wanted to have a nice little moment of appreciating and cleaning my space before I use it for all of what I've got going on and for the new moon and like the next couple of weeks. So yeah, I don't know if you're interested in that sort of thing. I always like to see people's workspaces, even if they're just cleaning it. So that's what I'm gonna be doing today. Yeah, let's start with the desk. Oh my gosh, I almost fell. I'm gonna clean down here too. It's dirty. Whee! So this is a lavender cone incense. I normally like to do sticks with this, but I'm running low. And I don't honestly know when I'm gonna be able to go get some next, but this is fine because this still very much has the properties of cleansing and protection that I want to put on everything, since I did just clean off the workspace. And before I share this, because this is all very deeply personal for me, so it's just, I don't know, in my way of cleansing, smoke means a lot to me. So I'm going to cleanse everything with this and try to get it not to fall off. Yeah, wish it was a stick, but this is what we got. So I'm gonna light that up and then just kind of let the smoke cleanse everything before I bring it back over to the desk. And while I bring everything back over, I'm going to kind of just run it through the smoke. So like I said, it's cleansed and protected and it's just reset, is how it feels. Yeah. Everything is back on the desk. The altar box is in front of me. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to, before I get in here and clean it and show everything. The reason why it's a box is because I have kitties. And when I was originally setting up like an altar and a workspace area for magic, they were very interested in what I was doing and what everything was. Even if some of it creeps them out, they still wanted to touch it and be a part of it, and I'm all good with them doing that. But now they can do it on top of a box. Everything in here is safe. They can't mess with like the tiny little crystals or the paper or anything. It's kind of for its safety and their safety. I don't want my cats, you know, getting hurt by any of this. So my thoughts many moons ago were, I need a box to keep everything in. And then like a couple days later, I was out thrifting with my partner and we found this box. It was like $5. I was like, ooh, it was made for this exact thing. And the person who had it before me, I think they really cared about it because it's really well taken care of. And I've been trying to clean it every month to give it the same kind of love. So let's get in. The first thing I really like about the box is this engraved plate that is on the very top of it. I'd imagine this was the person's initials, whoever had it beforehand, but me and my partner, when we were looking at the box in the store to originally purchase it, we thought it was really cool. It looks like it has like a B and a C in swirls, I suppose, which is the letters to our names. So it was like, oh, it's cute. It's both of us. I'm sure that is not even what that is. I don't know, but to me, it's both of us, and that means a lot. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I like the engraved plate. I think it's cute that it's got kind of our initials on it. And I would be afraid if I took it off what it would look like without it. So it just kind of stays on there. I don't mind. I feel like it honestly adds to it. The box is a little dinged up in spots. But you know, I'm not upset with it. It just comes with thrifted items as it is, but besides the point. So every day before I start my work, when I walk over to my desk, I like to just run my hand along the top. Because like I said, I have cats. It gets pretty dusty in here, so I usually just hit it with the toaster strudel zigzag, and then I open it up and I say good morning, hello, afternoon, whatever it may be, but this is the top part of my altar box. So it was very clearly meant to be used for jewelry, thus the different slots and things. But as you can see, I'm taking full advantage of that. I got my pencil that I use to write out all my petitions, magic words in my grimoire. I like to use wooden pencils, not mechanical, not pen. I don't know. I need a pencil with it. Here's a stick that I like to use for like workings often. I have others, but this one, I don't know. I really like this one. My paintbrush that I use for my sigils. And then everything in here, oh gosh, could probably take like a whole other video. So, but it's, I guess I'll just go through it really quickly. So this is the vast majority of my crystals. I have a little bit elsewhere, but for the most part, this is what I'm rocking. It's been just random bits and pieces here and there throughout the years. And then over here is definitely the more chaotic side of my craft. You know, I have some like painted rocks that were from a gas station in the middle of nowhere. It's closed now. I'm really sad about it. My black tourmaline sits over here just because it can't fit with them. But yeah, I've just got like keys, you know, pine cones, walnut shells, little dudes that I like to use their symbolism and meanings and workings, especially the Pegasus. It's fantastic for a lot of witchcraft stuff, or what you could potentially want to do with it. You know, I've got like crystals. I'm a kinkster, so having a cute little like call to that in my magic means a lot. I really like working with the cuffs, and I have a spell coming up that I want to use this on. All right, here, I guess I should say more justifully, is the altar part of the box. Now would be a good time to say before I get into the altar side of things that I don't think this really counts as like an altar, how most witches go about them. I'm not devoted to any deities or anything. I have respects for such and for them, and I kind of pay that a little bit in the altar, but I don't work with anyone specific, and I don't devote myself to anyone specific. I just appreciate them, so I made little spots for them in my magical box, and that's why it's called the altar box. I am considering deity work at one point, like maybe in the future, but I want to very much just kind of focus and work on myself right now before I even get to that step. I don't know, I don't want to bother people. You know, they're busy, so let me just show you. It's, oh gosh, I don't know. I'll just explain it how my brain goes about all of the elements that are here. So to me, This represents like the moon, the universe in general, just the physical aspects of the realm. Yeah. Over here are a little illustration I did for my guides, and then these are some amethyst chips that I like to offer to kind of everything here, but specifically to, like I said, the realms, the moon, and the guides. I feel like they would appreciate the amethyst chips the most. Yeah, because I know they're around and they help me. I want them to have a little spot in here. All right, next. Gosh, this sounds so bad. So, it's a plastic skull that I found in a gas station parking lot that someone had like rubbed cigarette ash all over. I don't know. I picked it up. I've been carrying it around for like maybe 4 or 5 years now. And this is to represent death and cycles, reincarnation, the whole spiritual aspect. I very much respect both the living and the dead. So that's in there for that. Next to it is a little green ghost doodle with just some quartz as like an offering. And this is for everybody and everything because I don't know everybody. I don't know who could be working, you know, to help me throughout this life. So this is to, I guess, other than the guides, it's like that, but it's for everybody. It's for the souls that I haven't encountered in this life or that I've known in other lives. It's just a place for them, for me to say, hey, I think you're cool. Have some quartz. Okay, this next part is a tad adult 18 plusy. Yeah, this is just a minifig of something you can acquire on an adult spicy site. Wow, my camera really doesn't want to focus on this. Oh gosh, that makes it so dark. Okay, anyways, this I would say is like the most altar-y spot about the whole thing. It plays into all of it. I really just use this as the spot for kind of like paying respects. To, like I said, to all of it, but to like deities I would potentially want to work with at a later point once I feel more prepared to do so. You know, there's a couple that I really do have high respects for. That could be like a different video though. But yeah, this is a little symbol to represent, again, one of those entities that I do really respect, but also to just appreciate the fragile, heavier, darker sides that can come along with just everything. I'm very huge into balance, like the black and white. You get it, you see it. And this is some smoky quartz that I have up here, mostly because I think it's my favorite crystal. I don't know, I really vibe with this one, and it kind of plays a little bit into that. I know some people could probably figure it out, but I'll do a different video on who I would like to work with and that, if anyone's interested. But yeah, for the most part, this is the altar part of the box, you know. Like I said, the moon, the realms, the reality, the guides, my homies, death, cycles, reincarnation, and then just everybody. You're here too. I've got you in here. And then just the entities and souls, energies that I really respect and really appreciate, so that over everything, you know, it's all there. I guess is my thought behind it. I really like the back part of the altar box. I definitely look to all of this if I have like a question in my head or just anything. I don't know. This, I know, doesn't look like as fancy or cool as some other witches, but this means so much to me, this little spot, so I'm really glad I can be sharing it with you here. Yeah, and then the bottom part is just one drawer. I wish it was two, but it's just the one. And I keep it more as like a storage space. Like my planchette's in here, my extra obsidian is down here from like that one. I'm not gonna say much more on that. This is just an empty little container that I might use for something else. I've got my spell paper down here. I still have yet to enchant this, but it's down here. This is just an empty container with some cake candles down here for like smaller, quicker spells. This candle I have a big plan for, so I've been saving it for a couple months down here. And then this is just a little devil duck that I've had for a couple of years. I don't know, I like that he hides in the recesses down here, below everything. He just like, yeah, you get it. Okay. This is just a little notebook that I turned into a craft reference guide. So anything I have access to that I deem eligible to be used in craft goes in this book. It has different tabs between like herbs, other like gems, rocks, candles, days, all. It saves me, so I don't have to keep Googling things that I don't understand. My original tarot decks guidebook is down here because I don't have a box for it anymore. They live in this bag right here. And the box is actually up there. Preserved and safe. But yeah, I keep it in here. I don't know. It feels like it belongs. And then just a pencil sharpener, some tweezers for holding burning petitions, a mini wand for mixing stuff, and then I keep my wood shavings in here because it's not enough to throw in a jar because I hate doing that like you saw earlier, but it's more so that nothing gets on it and my cats can't touch it. So yeah, that be my magic altar box. Oh, I guess I should show back here. Goodness. All right, this is some gosh, ancient mugwort. Oh, come on. Thank you. It's like the last of my mugwort. It's old. It was honestly years ago when I was trying to get really into dream work and barely kiss magic just a little bit. I wasn't in a safe space to truly develop that, but I've always been kissing magic and coming back to it. So this is from that. I also plan on using that with the silver candle for a later, oh my god, a later video that's going to be coming up, but different video. All right, back here, I don't know. It just lives there. I keep a choker back there charging. It's enchanted. This is like one of those holiday chocolate coins. I meant to use it in my money jar, but I completely forgot that it was back there. So it just kind of lives back there now. And in my head, it's kind of meant for the altar space of the box. It's their coin. They can have it. That's how I'm going about it. Okay. Now this is really random. Oh, come on now. This is, I'm assuming, a piece of a countertop that I found like in a random yard on a walk many moons ago. Like, oh my god, like 10-year moons ago. I don't know. I am obsessed with it. I think it's so pretty. I've just been keeping it this whole time. I don't use it for anything. It can't leave my life, so it's in there. One of the oldest forms of magic. The like finger fortune game that kids make. This was made at a job I had so long ago. Yeah, I don't know. I found it. I thought it was fun. There's some crazy fortunes that you can get out of this in there. And then this is just the display card for my tarot deck. And I just keep it in here because it came with the deck. Oh, it feels very connected and bonded to it, and I want that energy to always be connected and bonded to everything else, so it's in here. Yeah. So thank you for checking this out and watching me clean everything, and I hope you enjoyed seeing this. Like I said, I know I really like seeing other practitioners' spaces and ideas on things, and I could definitely elaborate more on that. I'm sure I just butchered my explanation. I'm still really awkward in trying to express and share myself, so I do apologize for that, but I don't know. I've been wanting to make this video about sharing this for a while now, and I'm really glad I could finally be doing it. So thank you for watching. If you're interested in any spell work, I currently sell a couple pre-built spells on a shop, but I'm going to open up customs here hopefully by the new moon, by the end of the week is my hope, if not in the week to come. But yeah, if you're interested in custom spell work, go ahead and message me on Instagram or send an email to smoketime@gmail.com. You know, I'm here to cast for you guys. I'm open to customs. I want to be available. Magic's a huge part of my life, obviously. Yeah, I don't know. There's not much more to say. Thanks for watching me clean my altar box, and have a good one. Peace.